What's up everybody and welcome back to another exciting episode of upcoming mods for Fallout 4. If you guys have never seen the series before, basically what this is all about is I show you some work in progress pictures, videos, or whatever a mod author does provide for some of the different mods that again are a work in progress. So different mod authors are very generous, spending a lot of their free time working on these mods for us, and as such they do share some of the images along the way. It's important to remember though when watching this series especially that mod authors work at different paces, and of course all of them pretty much work for free. Don't nag them or kind of be like, hey, I want my mod released now, because honestly that's just rude, and a number of times when this happened mod authors ended up quitting the community and taking all their mods with them, and I don't think anybody really wants that to be happening, except maybe Sony, so people stop selling their system to buy Xbox Ones. Regardless, if you guys do want to help out the video, one of the best ways you could actually do that due to YouTube's new algorithm is by leaving a like and a comment. It just helps the video rank better than any of the other methods. Even a view doesn't matter as much as a like and a comment. If you do enjoy the series, I encourage you to consider subscribing, but with all that being said, let's just jump right into it. So the first mod I do want to show you guys is going to be the BSK lever action carbine. I feel like over the past few months, one thing everyone has been kind of yearning for is a good pump shotgun, of course with actual working pump shotgun animations. Now that that has been released, it seems like the trend is moving towards lever action rifles with, of course, lever action animations. I do believe there are a number of animators actually working on this, and by a number I mean two, because there's only actually a few different animators that are really popular in Fallout 4 modding. Regardless, the gun itself does look pretty cool. It definitely has kind of a shotgun feel to it. I don't know if that makes sense, but just the handguard there is very large, and it gives me again a kind of pump shotgun feel, which I don't necessarily hate for the rifle. I'm not really sure what the BSK of the title stands for. I did a quick Google search and didn't really turn up anything, so I'm excited to see what this mod does end up being or what kind of modifications it does have. I've never heard of this mod author before either, so maybe this is his first mod, which I'm definitely going to be excited for. It's always good to have new mod authors. So up next we have another really simple mod. This one's going to be the concept art Brotherhood of Steel pilot outfit. So a number of people have taken on different mods from Fallout 4's concept art. Axis is actually one of the major mod authors doing so, but a number of other people have kind of been like, hey, some of the different armors and power armors that were in the concept art would obviously fit very well into Fallout 4 since they were almost in the game anyway, but were never actually made, so now we do have modding to bring those to light. One of those such armors is going to again be this Brotherhood of Steel pilot uniform. As you can see, it does look pretty cool. This is by Taco Duck 300. He has made a number of other mods in the past, all of them being armor mods and pretty high quality. I actually really find myself enjoying a lot of these different armors that kind of enhance different factions. A great example of this is the B35C Brotherhood of Steel armor. Once installing that mod, you actually find a lot of the Brotherhood Knights wearing that armor, and I really just felt it made them a much cooler faction, and I found myself kind of just leaning towards wanting to interact with them much more. This Brotherhood of Steel pilot uniform would probably have a similar effect, and again, I'm very excited to see where it goes and actually get some more work in progress pictures, because I'd love to see what this actually looks like in game. So next up we do have the brush gun. This is a very popular gun that you've seen in, I'm sure, tons of movies and even a ton of different video games. The term brush gun actually just refers to any kind of large caliber lever action rifle. It doesn't necessarily mean a certain gun, so a lot of video games do tend to use this because they don't actually specify what guns are in the game. It'll just be like assault rifle, SMG, shotgun. Regardless, this gun actually does look very cool. The screenshot's a little bit dark, so I'm going to brighten it up in post a little bit. But regardless, as you can see, the actual stock and handguard there do look very cool. I really like that green color contrasting with kind of the dark or gunmetal look of the rest of the gun. I just think it has a very cool and kind of awesome vibe to it. A lot of the other lever action rifles gave me like a hero cowboy vibe, but this one definitely gives me more of a kind of dark and almost evil character vibe, which maybe I'm extrapolating a lot from just a simple gun picture, but regardless, I'm very excited for it. I'm excited to see where this goes in the future, and I am actually pretty happy to see this trend towards lever action rifles. Personally, I like using medium to longer range rifles in Fallout 4, so obviously these are all up my alley. So next up we do have an overhaul of Diamond City, starting with the new Colonial Trap House. So as you can see, we do have an image of kind of a totally redone new Colonial Trap House. If you don't know, this is one of the locations within Diamond City. Probably one you kind of forgot about very quickly because again, a lot of the locations in Diamond City were kind of very small and negligible in the grand scheme of the game. This mod author is actually taking on something that I've been waiting for a very long time. This has kind of been my white whale for modding for a while. He describes Diamond City as seeming more like a refugee camp than an actual city, and I find myself completely agreeing. I really don't like the look and feel of Diamond City because it simply doesn't feel like a city, and I feel like Fallout 4 in itself doesn't really have many good cities. I'm really excited to see where he goes with this mod in the future. Obviously it's going to be a pretty large undertaking, kind of redoing a whole city of Diamond City in Fallout 4, but if he does it right, I feel like it definitely could be an awesome mod and really just breathe new life into something that was, in my eyes at least, a pretty big disappointment. So up next we do have the Winchester 1897 shotgun. So with the release of, again, those new shotgun animations, a lot of people are jumping on the pump shotgun kind of bandwagon, releasing all new pump shotgun mods, or at least working on their existing ones, because again, now we have awesome new animations to use. So FlipDark is one of those people, and there's no shame in that. I actually think it's pretty cool. I'm really excited to see what a number of these different mod authors do. As you can see, this particular mod, the Winchester 1897, does look extremely high quality. One thing I actually really like is the kind of ported barrel on the top there. I just think that looks absolutely awesome, as well as just the shotgun in itself, at least from this model, does look really cool. Hopefully he does get a texture artist for this one, like he did say he was doing for some of his other mods, as a big struggle for this guy has been getting mods released due to the texture work in them, because it seems like he really likes doing the modeling, but the texture work kind of bores him, which is totally okay and very understandable. So last but certainly not least, it seems like we're going to have one of the final updates to the HK416, and that's actually a very good thing, because it's going to be one of the final updates due to it being so far in its production cycle that it's basically ready for release. So as you can see, we have this really nice trailer thrown together for the mod. I definitely recommend watching it. I'm going to put a link in the description. It definitely seems like a lot of time and effort went into that, but it really goes over the mod as a whole. You can see all the different weapon attachments, you can see the mod in action, and all around I think this is going to be one of the biggest weapon releases for Fallout 4. It is a single gun, but I feel like just how much detail and time and effort was gone into this is going to really just make it stand out greatly from some of the other weapon mods that we do have today. And one little thing, I actually really like how he kind of made it tilted in the weapon crafting workbench. I just think that looks really cool, and it just makes it really stand out as something different, which I think is a great feature that this mod is going to have. If you haven't really followed the mod, another really cool addition that it's going to have is a lot of different weapon attachments you're actually going to have to go and get to make them feel a little bit more special. So you're going to be in little weapon cases scattered around the map, and then you're going to have to actually retrieve it, and then obviously you can craft the different attachments. On top of that, it seems like we have a bunch of different camos. Obviously we have those custom animations, a ton of different barrel attachments. All around, again, this mod is going to be probably one of the best weapon mods, one of the most hyped I've been for a mod in a long time. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching. If you did watch to this point in the video, let me know by commenting assault rifle down below, and actually let me know what of these was your favorite mod. I have a feeling a lot of you guys are going to say the HK416. That's my personal favorite as well, but even some of the brush gun and other just guns we did have in this series are pretty cool, and I'm very excited for a lot of these mods. As always, thank you guys for watching again, and I do hope to see you all next time. Later.